I don't know if you've heard this story or not. This will freak you out. He said one night, he said, me and my wife are sleeping in bed. And he said, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. And he said, suddenly I feel something moving underneath my covers. And he said, it moves enough to wake me up. And he said, at first blush, I thought it was my wife, maybe had a bad dream, or she had like restless leg syndrome or something. He said, but I'm fully awake now. And he said, towards the very end of the bed, there's this head that starts merging from underneath the covers to the point that now the covers are draping it. And he said it scared him to the point that he tried to convince himself this was a nightmare. He said the only thing he could think of was he took the blankets and threw them off the bed. And when he did, he said he just kind of shrieked and all. He said because there in his bed was like a 7-year-old girl. She's staring at him. And he said, I even reached out to pick her up because I told myself, look, she cannot possibly be here. We have no kids, we have no pets. You know what I mean? He said, so I went out and he said, I picked her up. I physically picked her up. She was tangible. She had weight to her. And he said, that's when I started noticing that there were some problems with her body. He said her skin was pale, lifeless. Her eyes were dark. He said, and I looked at her scalp and there were patches of hair missing and it was singed. He said it was at that point that a shrill voice came out of her. And she said, I'm dead. She said, my father killed me and my little brother. She said, I know that I'm dead, but my brother doesn't. And he said that's when he realized that she had burned. That's why there were patches of hair missing. And when she said that, he said, my attention was turned towards a small figure in the corner of the room. And when he looked at the little boy in the corner room, he said, I realized too, his clothing was burnt. He said, Nathaniel, he said, what grieves me the most, and the reason I'm telling you this story, is because I can remember seeing those kids during an abduction.
He can remember seeing these 2 kids.
So this leads us to the point for the question.
False memories of them being burned, where it had happened on the physical plane to where their body actually reacted to the false memories of being burned?
I don't know.
What's up, guys? Michael James with Beyond the Forbidden. Do you want to receive extra content that's not viewed anywhere else? Support Beyond the Forbidden on Patreon to receive plus content that is only exclusive to members of Beyond the Forbidden. Content like the full 2-hour podcast, bonus shows, full-length video interviews, behind-the-scenes footage with guests, and much more. So what do you have to lose? Go to patreon.com/Beyond the Forbidden. That's patreon.com/Beyond the Forbidden and become a member of Beyond the Forbidden for just $5 a month. And also check the description for the links.